30 minutes northwest of Augusta and a ride up Highway 78, you'll run into the beautiful little town of Harlem, Georgia. Harlem, Georgia was the first town in Columbia County to have a post office, a library, a telephone exchange, a train depot, and a hotel. If you visit the city, be careful not to overlook a very unique museum dedicated to comic duo Laurel and Hardy and the cars they drove.
Welcome to the Ollie Olson and Stanley Two Fine Vessel Car Museum of Harlem, Georgia. We started this museum in 2005, was it? 2006? Mm-hmm. Okay. And we started out by moving a lot of objects here from our home in Minnesota. We came from Minnesota. We started with a few Laurel and Hardy objects, some of these sculptures that I had made, some pinball machines, a lot of Laurel and Hardy artifacts, and one of my biggest things that we moved down here is the 1919 Model T Ford, all made out of wood.
And how long did it take you to make that?
It took 2 years.
Wow.
2 years, yeah. It
Wow.
took 2 years to actually make each one of these cars.
This is a 1919 Model T Ford. This is the first one he made. All out of wood. Wheels are wood, motors wood, even the spark plugs and carburetors wood. And he kept track of this one is 7,000 pieces.
Wow.
And I'm going to start it up for you. I made the key so I was able to start it up. Here's the key. And I just gotta get it back into the slot there, and then I'll turn it on. Then I'll come around here and I'm gonna crank this up. This car is noisy, as Model Ts are very noisy, and it puts out sawdust for exhaust. Wow. So that's what it looks like running. It's now warming up. I'm going to go and turn the lights on for you. You hear it's got a knock. I'm going to explain why it's got a knock when I shut it off. Okay, as kids drive their bicycles, they often put a card in the spokes to make it sound like a motor. Mm-hmm. Well, I did that to make it sound like a knock in here. And it's actually a mop motor, that electric mop motor with a block of wood that's hitting another block of wood. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's making so much noise. The first one I made weighs 700 pounds, 7,000 pieces of parts.
Oh,
7,000
wow.
parts, not pieces, but several pieces make the parts. And each part is handmade.
Wow.
But that's how I started. And I started because of Laurel and Hardy in their Model T Ford. And that's basically the type of car they drove in most of their movies, was this year.
Wow. Now, are each car based on a scene in one of the movies? Or
No, I started out with the Model T Ford, and then I made a Model A Ford, the first car that was manufactured manufactured in the United States was the under the Ford name was the Model A Ford, mm-hmm. The first Model A.
Oh, wow. And
it went through the alphabet a little ways, and then it got to the Model T, and then the Model TT, which was the Model T truck, and so on and so forth, and then it went onto the rest of the cars that Henry Ford made. And so I had quite a study on Henry Ford.
How long has it taken you to collect all this?
Approximately 64 years.
Oh, wow. Wow.
6 decades.
Like the museum, I'm sure y'all get people from all over the place.
All over the world that come in here. We've had people in here from, last week, what do we have? Italy?
Oh, we'd have to look at
I got to look at the guest book because it gets, I lose count in it.
But they get 40, 50 from all over the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That
Every month. Yeah.
The green one is a 1910 Studebaker electric. So we had electric cars 100 years ago.
Who's this sitting in the car?
This is a lady that he made.
Tell them about the dress.
And we were involved in a movie before we moved here called Sweetland. And this is the shoes and the dress I wore in the movie.
Oh, wow.
And the yellow one here is a 1911 Stanley steamer run by steam. So it had a boiler. Underneath was a heater. This whole car is made out of bamboo wood. This one, someone said make one so he can see the wood, so he varnished this one. It's a 1908 Maxwell. And now he's making the seats look like leather, so this is sawdust and glue.
Oh, wow.
Whatever he can find, cardboard, any kind of wood that he can find, he puts shellac on it, turns hard. And that's the mother-in-law's seat back here.
Yep.
And actually, this car was on display at the Morris Museum for a while, and here shows you the wooden motor that's in it.
Oh, wow.
That's a 2-cylinder opposed. This is an oiler. This is your carburetor cleaner, and this is a magneto, and this is one of the cylinders, and then there's another cylinder over here.
And this red one, we took to Ford's 100th anniversary. That's why we have that sign. 1903 Model A Ford to Ford's 100th anniversary in 2003. All in pieces in a van and dressed as the lookalikes. And this is us. And this is a 1907 Buick G, kind of a sports looking car. He made all different names, all different colors. This one he stained. This is a real buggy. My uncle had it and was 40 years old when we got it. And the seat and the top was all mush from being in the weather. And Gary had a vision that we could fix it. This was one of our first upholstery jobs. And he painted every piece.
Wow.
This, if you get here to the parade, he dresses as Oliver and has a little motor back there, and he pulls the calliope. He made everything on the calliope except the wheels. The guys are retired Santa Clauses. You've seen them at Christmas. They go back and forth. Mm-hmm. We took the suits off. I made new suits, and he made new heads. And these are champagne glasses he makes into horns.
Wow.
At a wedding. Blue one is a 1902 Curve Dash Oldsmobile, all out of wood. Wheels are wood. It's that pressed wood you put around picture frames. You put shellac on it, turns hard. There's some metal for support. They weigh 300 to 700 pounds. I helped to make the Naugahyde seats. This is a half-scale train. It all comes apart in pieces. If you want to look inside of the cab, all of those knobs are made out of wood. To the general, it was in the Civil War time. The general was stolen by 12 guys in Atlanta, and they got as far as Chattanooga. Following a track, what did they think? They would get by with stealing a train. And you can see the guys, those were marionettes, and those were made 30 years ago. And I found their outfits at the Dollar General for the general. Okay, we will be here by appointment, and our phone number is 706-361-5695.
Awesome.
Thanks for visiting the Laurel and Hardy Stan and Ollie Fine Mess Old Car Museum of Harlem, Georgia.
You can check in on
But you can't check out.
You can check in on Facebook, Ollie also, and Stanley 2 Fine Mess Old Car Museum of Harlem, Georgia.
What's up, CSRA? This is Ben Goss, and we are downtown in the beautiful little city of Harlem, Georgia. And I am joined today by Kennedy Sammons, the Director of Downtown Development. And we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming Oliver Hardy Festival.
That's right.
So, Kennedy, tell me a little bit about the museum and the Oliver Hardy Museum and what visitors can expect this weekend from the Oliver Hardy Festival.
The museum was opened in 2002. It's full of regalia of Laurel and Hardy from throughout the years. We run off of donations. So most of the items we have in here are donated from people and collectors from throughout the years. We've got a variety of information on Laurel and Hardy in here as well. We've also got a theater in the back where we play all of their films, their shorts together, some of their silents as well. And the festival will be Saturday, October the 6th. It's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Here in downtown Harlem.
Last couple of years, you've had, people from all over the world come.
We have visitors in the museum from all over the world. We get up to 400 visitors a month here in the museum. 30 of those come from any given place in the world, not just our CSRA local area. As well as the festival, we've got people coming from all over the U.S. and even some people from out of the states. So we just get different people from all walks of life.
Awesome. Anything else people need to know about this coming weekend? On
Saturday, October 6th, like I said, we're going to start at 9 a.m. Parking is free for the most part. There may be some private businesses that do charge parking. It's all around the downtown area. We'll have 150 vendors. We'll have a parade at 10 a.m. So we've also got 2 food courts and a kids zone at City Hall.
Awesome. Any more pertinent information that people need to know?
If you have any questions, you can call City Hall at 706-556-0043.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kennedy.
Thank
you for being a part of our show. And we're going to kick it back over to Roderica for a recap of last week's Art in the Hearts Festival downtown.
What's up, CSRA? I'm your host, Roderica Gooch, and I'm downtown Augusta at the Arts in the Heart of Augusta, and the hurricane has not stopped anyone from coming downtown. Despite of the weather down here, what makes you come downtown?
Number one, my wife bought the badge. And she said, "You're going, right?" And I said, "Right." So here I am.
Well, I didn't have really nothing to do, so I said, why not? Today is my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Well, she really wanted to see all the art and stuff that everyone was selling and presenting down here. And so we just came down.
I'm here with Greta's Collectibles from North Florida. Tell us a little bit about your business.
I've been working in clay for 31 years, so this is my full-time job. They're all hand sculpted. I sign and date them all. Find me at gretascollectibles.com. Very simple, very easy. Remember to spell collectibles with an I, not an A.
The name of my business is Whirly Girl Designs. I started out doing stained glass, teaching for Augusta State University. But they can find me on the website at whirlygirls.etsy.com. whirlygirldesigns.etsy.com. And I do custom work. They can send me a picture, and I can put a picture on a doll of a face if they have it in me. But anyway.
We're selling the falafel, and we're selling the chicken, and hamburger meat is kebab, and is donation for helping the Yemenis. And everybody working here as a volunteer is no pay, just collecting the money, send it to Yemen. That's what we all do.
My name is Bonnie O'Keefe, and this is my husband Dave.
Hi.
What started this is I found a piece of cowhide, and I just loved it and thought I'd make something out of it. So I went home, made a purse, and it was difficult because it was new. And my sister-in-law wanted one, my friends wanted one, and so we decided to start a business. And since then we've expanded into stingray and manta ray and vintage handles. We repurposed those into new bags. And we've been doing it for about 5 years. Bonnie Jane Art, our website is bonniejaneart.com. We're also on Facebook, Bonnie Jane Art.
You know, how to be an artist. And don't ever forget. Go back to it. No matter what you do in life, keep doing something artistic because it's healing and it's good for the soul. And you never know. Look what you can create with all this, you know? But I've been doing it about 20 years and I love it. I love it. Never met a dull person. Never.
Oh, go, get out. Can I get out? Can I get out? Wait a minute. Somewhere in Harlem, I'm Ben Goss. Thank you for watching and join us on the next episode of What's Up.